With air travel demand returning to pre-pandemic levels and as the industry pushes towards net zero, aviation must grow sustainably. For 20 years, AtkinsRéalis has partnered with Heathrow to advance technology, infrastructure and transformation, supporting the airport as it paves the way for the next era of aviation.
More than 270 million people flew in and out of the UK in 2023, and many of them used Heathrow Airport.
Heathrow is one of the busiest airports in the world. In 2023, 79 million people passed through here, and it handles billions of pounds worth of cargo each year. It's a big operation.
Now we're heading towards record passenger numbers, so we're forecasting to be over 80 million passengers now coming through the airport. So yes, it's definitely a big operation and very complex.
This resurgence after COVID means airports need to plan for growing passenger numbers. Helping them is AtkinsRéalis, a global engineering and tech company that works with airports around the world to become more efficient and resilient to change. They have a 20-year partnership with Heathrow.
Airport infrastructure is a big part of what we do. We're involved very much in the energy transition, so moving away from fossil energy to clean and renewable energy. And we also work in technology, so we do a lot of work, again, in the aviation marketplace to improve passenger experience.
Heathrow's famous for operating 2 runways at 98% capacity, but sitting behind that we've got baggage systems, we've got bus transport, all of those things that keep the passengers moving. And what's really important is making sure that we've got resilience within those processes and systems.
Heathrow is working on deploying new technologies, offering heightened security and detection. Biometrics and automation, from check-in to boarding, are helping to keep people safe and moving.
This helps Heathrow and the airlines streamline their operations, it improves on-time performance of aircraft departing, and it provides a better passenger experience because you just have to deal with less paperwork along the way.
But what the passenger doesn't see is the technology working behind the scenes to make sure that that threat and detection is even better and even higher.
Being an international airport hub is good for connecting the UK to the world, but it's not good for the planet. Aviation is considered one of the most difficult sectors to decarbonise.
With airports, there's always going to be this tension. Clearly, people want the benefits of an airport, and the connectivity is so important, particularly for a small, island country. And aviation will always play a really important part in global economic markets, but at the same time, it needs to be balanced in such a way that it isn't coming at the cost of a local impact or indeed the global climate.
The company is working with the World Economic Forum on energy transition and climate resilience at airports. The UK government's aim is to reach jet zero by 2050, and AtkinsRéalis is helping Heathrow to prepare for the transition.
So it's around the design of the hydrant network, so the physical plumbing that brings liquid fuels to an aircraft on stand. And it's also about alternatives, not just to liquid jet fuel, but we're also looking at hydrogen. How can green hydrogen play a role in generating sustainable aviation fuel at a local level, so near to an airport?
We obviously operate flights now with sustainable aviation fuel. It's a challenge. The demand at the moment definitely outstrips the supply, and that's something that collectively as an industry we need to look on and see what the solutions are. But gearing ourselves up to be able to store it, to make it available for the airlines is really key.
To keep passengers and planes moving requires people with expertise and more.
It's not just a technical fit, we need to make sure we've got a cultural fit with Heathrow. It's very much that D-badge approach is what we call it. We are one, and we want to make sure that everyone's working collaboratively. So it's about looking at the best talent we have within the market. So we're very much around our A players.
We know that when we come to speak to AtkinsRéalis about social value, about carbon reduction, it's not us asking them to do it for the benefit of Heathrow, it's us getting the best out of what AtkinsRéalis is already invested in centrally themselves as a business that they want to shift the needle on and they want to make a contribution to.